Sometimes you don't make anything. Sometimes like there's no fruits. But just because you don't see fruits doesn't mean you stop watering the plants. And I'm not talking about the plants. You know what I mean? Just because you don't see the money, just because you don't see the fruits, just because you don't see the likes, just because you don't see the views, doesn't mean you stop working. Doesn't mean you stop giving your all. Because this is the journey. This is the journey, and it's supposed to be tough. It was never supposed to be easy. It was never supposed to be like fucking rainbows and sunshine. No, as a matter of fact, it's mostly rain, and then heavier rain, and then the storm, and then a tsunami, and then a tornado. You will experience all that, right? And if you want simple, if you want it to be rainbows and sunshine, then like just don't do this, man. Don't sign up for this. Like, I feel like entrepreneurs, whatever we're doing, I feel like it's the hardest job. I'm not gonna lie, yo, entrepreneurs, right, are like, think of it as a big company. And in a company, you have different departments, right? You have the marketing department, the finance department, HR, then the sales. As an entrepreneur, as someone who is starting their own business, you will be a one-man show. You don't like to do marketing? Too bad. You'll be the marketing person. You don't like to do finance, you don't like to do like any financial work? Too fucking bad. You will be the accountant. You don't like to do sales, you don't like to put yourself out there like what I'm doing right now? Too fucking bad. You will be the salesperson, you will be the main sales rep. You don't like to be HR? Too bad. You will be the HR, you will be taking care of everything and anything and everything. You know what I mean? Anything and everything. You don't want to be the logistics person. Guess what? Too fucking bad. You will be packing everything yourself. You will be bringing in everything yourself. You will be pushing everything yourself. You will take note of the inventory. You will take note of every single minute detail. You'll open up all the boxes of product. You're going to be the one packing. You're going to be the one stacking. As an entrepreneur, you got to take on all that response. And it's not, I feel like entrepreneurs are like operators. You operate in all departments, right? Because technically speaking, if you're starting something, my guess is that you're not gonna hire someone for every department, someone for everything, right? Because as entrepreneurs, I don't think like you're willing to pay. I don't think you have the capacity to pay everybody. You don't even have the capacity. Like, if you're being real, you don't even have the capacity to pay yourself yet, right? Every dollar that you have is going back into the business. Every profit you make is going back into the business. And like some of us, we're not gonna take shit for a few years. We're not gonna take money. We're not gonna take anything for a few years. It's the hardest. It's one of the hardest roles or slash jobs slash professions to be in. But then again, it was never meant to be easy. I've never seen someone successful, but they've never gone through that motion. I believe like going through that motion builds a person, and like when that person is building their empire, when that person is building the life that they want for themselves, I think going through all this only builds him and his character, and I think that's what is needed, to get to where they want to be. And even though they go through so much shit, like they can fall on their face 100 times. They can fall and scrape their knees 1,000,000 times. But there's just something about building your own thing, something about building your own empire or building your own, whatever it is that you want to build. There's just something about that even if you fall 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times, you'll be happier than you'll ever be. For some reason, it just gives you that satisfaction, like, hey, this is my baby, I'm gonna take care of this, right? And like you do the most for it. Yeah, you go through some hardship, you go through some struggle, but I don't know, at the end of the day, you just feel like the happiest you've ever been. Even though you're not making, you're not making a single cent, right? You're constantly falling, you're constantly failing. But for some reason, building your own thing just gives you that satisfaction, and it makes you happy. And I'm the happiest I've ever been. You know what I mean? I'm the happiest I've ever been, just quote unquote struggling to build blanket. Now, with that being said, I don't like, I would never ever use the word struggling with intent. I think there are people out there that really struggle. There are people out there that don't have clean water to drink, you know. There are people out there who don't have a roof over their heads. There are people out there with no lights. The lights are on in my house. You know, I have hot water to shower. I have a bed to sleep on. I have food, right, to eat. Some people don't. Those people really struggle. So I never say that I struggle building a business. I never say that I struggle building a business. Building blanket. I might go through some hardship. I definitely will. But hey, I don't struggle. I go through hardship, personal hardship, but I'll never say I struggle. There are people who really struggle. So for me to say I struggle, that'd be a slap in the face to them. And who in the heck is this? First time in the chat. What the hell is XD, bro? Who is that, bruh? Who is that XD, bro? Do I know you? It seems to me like there are people coming to the stream. That's sick. That's really sick. So if you watching, hey XD, bro, if you are a creator, if you want to create in that capacity, yo, listen to me, bro. Don't give a fuck about what anybody thinks. Don't give a fuck about what the next man think. Do your thing. Alright, that's what I've been saying for the past I don't know how long, but like, yeah, that's the gist of the stream. And yo, go through the motion, go through the hardship. I really think that it's good for you in general. It's good for you, right? And just being able to think about it. I'm not trying to shit on anybody in a 9 to 5 or anything. I mean, we are all in 9 to 5s. We've been there, right? And like, I just thought to myself, the energy that I spent building someone else's empire, building someone else's dream, I could be using that energy to build my shit. You know what I mean? I just had that sudden realization, and like, you go to work, you drag your feet, and you just like, wow, it's Monday again, nah, I gotta go to work, whoa. And then after that, like, you just feel so burnt out building someone else's dream. It's crazy. And you could be channeling all that energy building yours. I'm not saying quit your job or whatever like that. No, if you have a good job, stay in that job. But I'm saying, if you are in a 9 to 5, yo, please work towards something. Preferably, I would suggest, please work towards something that you want to build. You know what I mean? You can use that to fund whatever that you want to build. I mean, like, don't just work for the sake of working. Please, I beg you guys, work towards something. Don't just work because, oh, I have to. Yeah, technically, yes, you work because, you know, you need to earn a wage. You want to earn a wage, right? And same goes with all of us. But hey, if you are working, at least work towards building something of your own, right? And don't just go through the motion. Don't just get stuck in a matrix of like, yo, don't be stuck in a matrix of, yo, you know what, I needed to go to a good school to get this job. And that's not wrong, but don't get stuck in that, right? There's alternative routes also, which I personally think that it is a lot better, it's a lot more fulfilling, right? It's like life, where like you are supposed, how do I say this? Like when you create something of your own, that's when I think that you are truly living. That you are truly, then you would have found your purpose, right? If you know what you want to build, if you know what you want to create on your own, by yourself, I feel that like, yo, then you would have found your purpose, right? and some of y'all really be pissing me the fuck off. Like some of y'all really piss me off so much. Because what do you mean you're not gonna make it? I hear people say, yo, I start something, but like, yo, I pulled out because it's just not viable. It's getting harder and harder. Pussy! Don't quit! What the hell? And the worst part is, yo, they tell me, yo, I've only been in this for a month. You know how long it takes for a castle to be built? You know how long it takes for... Okay, when you go to the beach, I'll give you a simple analogy. When you go to the beach and you want to build a sandcastle, correct? How long does that take? That sandcastle that you built? It's going to take you some time, right? Fucking probably half the day. If you're going to build something and you tell me that, yo, you're 1 month in and you quit because you don't see any fruits, it's supposed to be that way. And you over here, like, you're not gonna, what the fuck you mean you're not gonna make it? You told everybody at the start that you're gonna make it. You sacrificed so much at the start to get to where you're at. You told your family you're gonna make it, to your friends you're gonna make it. What the fuck do you think you are? A joke? Because I take you very seriously, and when you tell me that you're gonna make it, I fully believe in you. Don't fuck me over and tell me that you're not gonna make it, and after that, make me believe in you for nothing. Go all the way. Like, you know, when you work, you go 100%, right? When you work, you're 9 to 5, you're 100%. Like, you go ahead, I'm gonna work hard. Why can't it be the same for what you're building? As a matter of fact, all the more you should be in this 100% because you're building something of your own. It's not that hard to, like, you know what I mean? It's not that hard to, like, just give it your all for what you want, bro. You give it your all for what somebody else has built. Cool. Give it your all too for what you're going to build or what you're already building. Don't tell me that you are not gonna make it. Like, it really fucking pisses me off that you tell me that I'm not gonna make it because it got a bit hard. You told everybody that you're gonna make it. You sacrificed so much. You put so much into this to get to where you're at. And just so you know, where you are at in that hardship, you have gone further than most people have. Most people don't even start. And the fact that you started, yo, you have to, don't be a pussy and not see it through. Pussy, bro! Don't be a pussy and not see it through. Whatever that you started, see it through. You might not see the fruits now. You might not see the money coming now. You might not see the views that you want, the likes that you want. But down the line, it's supposed to be this way. Down the line, yo, traction will come. Attention will come. Just be consistent and don't give up. The biggest advice I could give anyone who is creating, please, from me to you, I really want to see you win. Don't ever give up just because you hit a roadblock. If you hit a roadblock, you're supposed to navigate your way through it. If you hit a mountain, you're supposed to find a way to climb the mountain and go down the other side. If you fall, you're supposed to find it in you to get back up. If you are scraping if you feel like you're tired and you can't carry on this journey anymore, you're supposed to find it in you to carry on. Don't tell me that you're gonna give up, because please, I don't ever want anybody to give up on their dreams. If you have a dream, I've been saying this time and time again. If you have a dream and you are actively working on your dream, you are actively taking steps to get to where you want to be. If that dream is what you have, please don't ever give up. I don't understand why you want to give up, because it gets a bit hard. You were supposed to go through the tornado. You were supposed to go through the storm. You know what I mean? Don't ever give up. That's my advice to any creator. Like, I genuinely want to see you win. You know what I mean? And do the most. Do the most. Don't be afraid to embarrass yourself. I've said this time and time again. Do the most for what you are building. If you have to put yourself out there like I'm doing right now, do it. Do it. If you are, don't be afraid to embarrass yourself. Even like what? Why do we have to be afraid of what people think about us? Oh, my colleague's gonna think this of me. Yo, my friend's gonna think this of me. Fuck them! Fuck all them! You're doing this for you. For you. If you're worried about what they think, yo, just think about it this way. They ain't start shit. Your colleague hasn't started shit. He hasn't started anything. You've started something on your own. And like, why aren't you proud of that? Why don't you want to take pride in that? I'm not saying that pride is a good thing, but like, be proud of yourself for starting something. You know what I mean? If you're in life right now and you feel like, oh, you've never did anything for yourself, you've never like felt proud of yourself for first of all, you failed your exams. Second of all, you're not a good student. Third of all, you average on your grades. If you feel like you ain't shit, yo, the fact that you started something, this is something to be like proud of. Like, be proud of yourself for starting something, right? And then don't give up. Please, when you start something, don't give up. Don't pussy out halfway after you started something. You know what I'm saying? Don't be that person to say, yo, I'm gonna make it, and after that, like, you stop. Don't stop. Keep running, bro. Keep on going. Many of us desire greatness instantly. Many of us want satisfaction instantly. Many of us want the money, the attention, the views, the likes to come in instantly. That will never happen. Maybe if you get lucky once, sure. But for most of us, it takes some time. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, whatever. It takes a period of time to become an overnight success. And if you want that overnight success instantly, if I gave it to you, would you be able to handle it? Some of y'all, let's not talk about if I gave you $50,000. Some of y'all don't even know what to do with it. Let alone a million. If I gave you that success right now, maybe it might eat you. Maybe it might do worse for you. You know what I mean? That success will come, bro. Stop focusing on that success. Be in the journey. I always say this, it's the journey that matters. The success comes, sure. The losses come, okay. But be in that mindset of, yo, you know what? It doesn't matter if I win or lose. Be in that mindset of, yo, I'm going to immerse myself in this journey. I'm going to do the most in this journey. And I know that in this journey, it can only bring good to me. You know what I mean? Don't be so focused on, yo, success. Don't be so focused on failures. These things will come. But in that journey, yo, that's all that matters. The journey matters more than success, more than the failure.